My grandmother lived to 97. Sharp mind, strong heart, never took a single prescription medication. Every morning of her life, she'd stand in her kitchen and take 1 spoonful of olive oil straight from the bottle before breakfast. I thought she was absolutely crazy, until I discovered that this exact ritual has been passed down for over 6,000 years, and modern science now proves she was right all along. Here's what nobody tells you. That bottle sitting on your grocery store shelf right now, it's the same liquid that crowned kings, fueled ancient civilizations, and won wars. So valuable that it was literally called liquid gold. But here's the problem. 70% of the olive oil sold today is either fake, rancid, or stripped of everything that made it powerful in the first place. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot the real thing, why your ancestors treated it like medicine, and how one simple swap in your kitchen could change everything about your health. Stay with me. This gets fascinating. So let's start with the basics. What actually is olive oil? Imagine standing in a Mediterranean grove. You pick an olive, you crush it, oil comes out. That's it. That's olive oil. Unlike the processed seed oils lining your pantry, canola, sunflower, soybean, which require industrial heat, chemical solvents, and bleaching to extract, real olive oil is just crushed fruit juice. No additives, no chemicals, just the oil that nature put inside the olive. But here's where most people get confused. The term extra virgin isn't marketing fluff. It's a legal standard that means the oil was extracted without heat or chemicals, and it passed strict tests for flavor, aroma, and acidity below 0, 8%. It's the purest form you can get. Everything your body needs, nothing it doesn't. If your bottle doesn't say extra virgin, you're not getting the real thing. You're getting something that's been refined, processed, and stripped of the very compounds that make olive oil extraordinary. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. Now let me take you back about 6,000 years. Picture the ancient Mediterranean hot sun, rocky soil, civilizations fighting for survival. And in the middle of it all, someone discovers that if you crush these bitter little fruits, golden oil flows out. And everything changes. In ancient Egypt, olive oil was so sacred it was reserved for pharaohs and priests. They anointed rulers with it. They used it in mummification rituals. Archaeologists have found jars of olive oil sealed in tombs buried alongside kings to fuel their journey into the afterlife. This wasn't just food, this was power. The ancient Greeks took it even further. Olive oil wasn't just something you ate, it was the prize for Olympic champions. Winning athletes were awarded amphorae, massive jars filled with olive oil, worth more than most people earned in a year. They bathed in it. They lit their temples with it. They used it as medicine for wounds, as perfume, as currency. The olive branch became their symbol of peace because whoever controlled the olive groves controlled wealth itself. Then came the Romans. They turned olive oil into an empire-wide industry. They spread olive cultivation from Spain to North Africa to the Middle East. Roman soldiers carried it on every campaign. It lubricated their chariots, fueled their lamps, fed their armies. Entire economies rose and fell based on the olive harvest. This is why it was called liquid gold. Because unlike actual gold, you could eat it, heal with it, survive on it. And here's what blows my mind. The same oil that fueled those ancient empires is sitting on your kitchen counter right now. The question is, are you using the real thing or a cheap imitation? Let's talk about the tree behind this ancient treasure. There are olive trees alive today that were seedlings when Jesus walked the earth. Over 2,000 years old, still producing fruit, still giving life. Think about that. These trees have survived empires rising and falling, wars, droughts, fires, centuries of human history, and they're still standing. They thrive in places where almost nothing else can grow. Hot, dry climates, rocky, poor soil, deep roots anchor them through conditions that would kill most crops. And here's the beautiful part. Olives are packed with compounds called polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that protect the tree from sun damage, pests, and oxidation. These aren't just random chemicals. They're the plant's survival system, its shield against a harsh world. And when you consume olive oil, you're getting those same protective compounds. The exact molecules that keep these ancient trees alive for centuries are now protecting your cells. Nature doesn't make mistakes. And olive trees are proof. All right, now let me take you inside the process from tree to bottle. Imagine standing in an olive grove in Tuscany. It's October. The air is cool and smells like earth and leaves. Harvest season has arrived. Step 1. Harvesting the olives. Timing is everything here. Pick too early, and the olives are too bitter. Pick too late, and you lose those precious polyphenols. Green olives harvested early are pungent, peppery, packed with antioxidants. Ripe olives harvested later are softer, sweeter, and yield more oil. Some farmers still handpick every single olive. It's slow, exhausting work. Others use mechanical shakers that vibrate the entire tree. But here's the key. The best producers get those olives to the mill within 24 hours. Because the moment an olive is picked, oxidation begins. The clock is ticking. Step 2. Crushing and malaxation. At the mill, olives are washed and crushed skin, flesh, and pit into a thick, fragrant paste. Traditionally, this was done with massive stone wheels that rolled in circles for hours. You can still see these ancient mills in Mediterranean villages. Today, most use stainless steel crushers. Faster, cleaner. But the principle is the same. Then comes malaxation, a gentle stirring process that allows tiny oil droplets to merge together, making extraction easier. And here's where quality is won or lost: temperature. For oil to be labelled cold pressed, the temperature must stay below 27 degrees Celsius, about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Heat increases yield, yes, but it destroys flavour and nutrients. The best producers sacrifice quantity for quality, always. Step 3. Separation and extraction. Now the paste is separated. Oil from water, oil from pulp. Traditional methods use pressure, literally squeezing the paste through woven mats. Modern methods use centrifuges, spinning the paste at high speed to separate by density. But here's what matters. For extra virgin olive oil, this entire process is purely mechanical. No heat, no chemicals, no refining. Just olives becoming oil. Step 4. Filtering and storage. Some producers filter the oil to remove tiny particles. Others leave it cloudy and robust, unfiltered for maximum flavour. Then it's stored in stainless steel tanks, protected from light, heat, and oxygen, the 3 enemies of olive oil. From tree to bottle, in less than 24 hours. That's how the real stuff is made. No shortcuts, no compromise. And now you know what most people never learn. Okay, so you're standing in the grocery aisle. A dozen bottles stare back at you. Which one do you choose? Let me break this down so you never get fooled again. Extra virgin olive oil, EVU. This is the gold standard. Cold pressed, unrefined. Acidity below 0.8%. Rich, flavorful, loaded with nutrients. This is what you want. This is what your grandmother used. Virgin olive oil, still unrefined, but slightly higher acidity, up to 2%. Less flavor, fewer polyphenols. It's okay, but not optimal. Refined olive oil or pure olive oil. Here's where things go wrong. This oil has been chemically processed to remove defects. It's bland, stripped of antioxidants, often mixed with a bit of virgin oil just for flavor. If the label just says olive oil or pure olive oil without extra virgin, walk away. It's been cooked, bleached, and deodorized. You're getting fat, but none of the magic. Olive pomace oil. This is made from the leftover pulp after extraction, using heat and chemical solvents to squeeze out every last drop. Lowest quality. Avoid it completely. Bottom line, if it doesn't say extra virgin, it's not worth your money. Now here's where it gets powerful. Let me tell you about Marco. He's 58. High cholesterol. His doctor wanted him on statins, medication for life. Marco said, "Give me 6 months." He started using 2 tablespoons of real extra virgin olive oil every day, on salads, in cooking, sometimes straight in the morning. 6 months later, his LDL cholesterol dropped 23 points. His inflammation markers improved. His doctor was stunned. No medication, just real food. Heart health. Olive oil is loaded with monounsaturated fats, especially oleic acid, which supports healthy cholesterol balance. It lowers LDL, the bad kind, while maintaining or even raising HDL, the good kind. This is why Mediterranean populations have some of the lowest rates of heart disease on the planet. They've been doing this for thousands of years. Anti-inflammatory properties. Here's something that blew my mind when I first learned it. Extra virgin olive oil contains a compound called oleocanthal, and it works almost exactly like ibuprofen. It's a natural anti-inflammatory. You know that peppery sting you feel at the back of your throat when you taste quality olive oil? That slight burn, that's oleocanthal. That's your body's inflammation being targeted right now. Chronic inflammation drives nearly every major disease: arthritis, Alzheimer's, heart disease, cancer, and olive oil fights it naturally, every single day. Brain and cognitive health. Studies show that people who consume olive oil regularly have a significantly lower risk of dementia and cognitive decline. The polyphenols in EVOO protect brain cells from oxidative stress. They support memory. They keep your mind sharp as you age. The Mediterranean diet, built on olive oil, vegetables, fish, is consistently linked to longer, sharper lives. Your brain is mostly fat. Feed it the right kind: gut and digestive health. Olive oil feeds your good gut bacteria. It creates an environment where beneficial microbes thrive. It helps your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, K, which you can't process without healthy fats. It soothes your digestive tract. It supports regularity. It's gentle but powerful. Blood sugar and metabolic health. Olive oil improves insulin sensitivity, helping your body regulate blood sugar more effectively. This is huge for anyone managing type 2 diabetes or metabolic syndrome. It provides stable energy. No spikes, no crashes, just sustained fuel. Marco didn't discover some miracle cure. He just started eating the way humans did for 6,000 years, and his body remembered what to do. Okay, let's talk about the biggest myth that stops people from using olive oil. You've probably heard, "Don't cook with olive oil. It has a low smoke point and becomes toxic." Here's the truth. That's completely backwards. Extra virgin olive oil's smoke point is around 190–210 degrees Celsius. That's 375–410 degrees Fahrenheit. Plenty high for sautéing, roasting, pan frying, even baking. But here's what they don't tell you. Smoke point isn't everything. Studies show that extra virgin olive oil is actually more stable when heated than many seed oils because of its antioxidants. Those polyphenols protect the oil from breaking down. Seed oils might have higher smoke points, but they oxidize faster. They form harmful compounds when heated. Olive oil? It stays stable. Best uses for EVO-O. Raw. Drizzled on salads, vegetables, bread, and finished dishes, this is where it shines brightest. Light cooking. Pan frying. Totally safe. Baking. Yes, you can even bake with it. For deep frying at very high temps, sure, use refined olive oil or another high smoke point oil. But for everyday cooking, EVO-O is perfect. Don't let outdated myths stop you from using one of the healthiest fats on earth. Alright, here's what you came for, how to never get scammed again. I know what you're thinking. I've bought expensive olive oil before, and it tasted like nothing. You're not wrong to be skeptical. The olive oil industry has a massive fraud problem. Fake labels, rancid oil, blends cut with cheap vegetable oil and food colouring. Some estimates say up to 70% of extra virgin olive oil sold in supermarkets doesn't meet the legal standard. But here's the good news. I'm about to show you exactly what to look for. Look for these signs of quality. 1. Harvest date. Not just an expiration date, a harvest date. Olive oil is fresh pressed fruit juice. You want oil harvested within the last 12 to 18 months. If there's no harvest date, that's a red flag. 2. Dark glass or tin. Light destroys olive oil. If it's in a clear plastic bottle, it's already oxidizing on the shelf. Dark glass or metal tins protect the oil. 3. Extra virgin on the label. If it doesn't explicitly say extra virgin, it's refined. Period. 4. Single origin. Oils from one country or region, like product of Greece or estate, bottled in Tuscany, are usually higher quality than vague blends labelled product of EU. 5. Certifications. Look for PDO, Protected Designation of Origin, DOP, or organic certifications. These indicate real oversight. Red flags avoid these. Super cheap prices. Real EVO-O costs money to produce. Light or pure olive oil. It's refined. No harvest date or country of origin. Clear bottles, sitting in bright store lights. Bonus tip. When you get it home, taste it. Real EVO-O should be fruity, sometimes grassy or peppery. It should have a slight bitterness and that peppery burn in your throat. If it tastes like nothing, or worse, rancid or greasy, you got scammed. But now you know. And you'll never waste money again. So, how much should you actually use? Most health experts recommend 1 to 2 tablespoons per day. That's 15 to 30 milliliters. You can drizzle it on salads. Use it for cooking. Or, like my grandmother, take a spoonful first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Some Mediterranean cultures swear by that morning ritual. They say it jumpstarts digestion, supports gut health, and keeps you sharp. The key isn't perfection, it's consistency. Make olive oil a daily habit, not an occasional indulgence. One drizzle at a time, one meal at a time. That's how you build a life of better health. So here's what I want you to take away from this. Olive oil is more than fat on a shelf. It's 6,000 years of human survival, compressed into a bottle. It's the same liquid that anointed pharaohs, crowned Olympic champions, and fueled empires. The same oil that kept your ancestors alive through droughts, wars, and famines. And today, right now, science confirms what they knew instinctively. This golden liquid protects your heart, fights inflammation, nourishes your brain and gut, supports every cell in your body. It's not a supplement. It's not a trend. It's real food, the way humans were meant to eat. You can keep buying whatever's on sale. You can keep using processed seed oils that slowly inflame your body. Or you can make one small change, one bottle swap, and give yourself the same advantage that emperors, athletes, and centenarians have had for millennia. This isn't about perfection. It's about choosing better. And it starts with one drizzle. So here's my challenge for you. This week, go buy one bottle of real extra virgin olive oil. Check the harvest date. Feel the weight of that dark glass. Bring it home. Taste it. Feel that peppery burn? That's 6,000 years of wisdom hitting your taste buds. Then come back here and tell me, did it change a meal? Did you feel the difference? Because once you experience the real thing, you'll never go back to the fake stuff. You've just unlocked ancient knowledge in 15 minutes. Now go use it. And if this opened your eyes, if you learned something that actually matters, share it with someone you care about. Your mum, your partner, that friend who's always asking about health. Let's bring real food back, one kitchen at a time. Thanks for watching. Follow us for more videos like this, and see you in the next one.